For centuries, we've thought of art as this fundamentally human thing. But that's all changing. Today, we're diving into a profound shift in how art is not just made, but how it's even defined, as we watch the rise of the AI artist.
This really hits right at the heart of the matter, doesn't it? For as long as we can remember, we've held this belief that art is a uniquely human expression, something born from our experiences, our emotions, our consciousness. But what if that's not the whole story anymore? What if algorithms are now creating things that feel original, challenging everything we thought we knew? And look, what you're seeing here isn't science fiction. It's a reality that's unfolding right now. The lines between human creativity and artificial intelligence are getting fuzzier and fuzzier, forcing us to ask some seriously big questions about what art even is. So where does AI actually stand in the art world today? Well, we're moving way past the novelty phase. We're getting into what some people are even calling a new renaissance, where the AI isn't just a paintbrush, but a potential muse. The whole landscape is changing at lightning speed. What started out with a lot of skepticism is now seeing some serious mainstream adoption. We're talking galleries, major institutions, collectors. They're all paying very close attention. In fact, some pioneering AI artworks are pulling in record prices at huge auctions, which challenges the very boundaries of what we consider valuable art. The evidence for authentic AI creativity is just becoming harder and harder to ignore. And of course, this new reality brings up some deeper, more philosophical questions. If a machine can create art, what does that say about the nature of consciousness itself? This is where we get into that whole ghost in the machine idea. At the core of this whole debate is this term, machine consciousness. Now, this isn't just about complex programming or sophisticated code. It's about whether an AI can have a subjective, internal experience. Does it have intention behind what it creates, or is it just an incredibly advanced mimic? So how do we even begin to tell the difference between real human awareness and an AI simulation? Well, a human artist brings their own subjective experience, their intentions, their emotional depth to the table. An AI, on the other hand, it's all about pattern recognition and deep learning algorithms to produce a data-driven output. So the huge question is this: are we looking at true understanding or just a masterful echo of it?
To make this a little less abstract, let's look at a concrete example. We're going to explore an advanced AI that's operating right on this blurry boundary between creativity and consciousness.
Let's talk about Grok. Now, you've probably heard about image generators, but Grok is a different kind of beast. It's an advanced AI designed for something more sophisticated, more interpretive creative tasks. It's a really fascinating case study because it doesn't just pump out images, it tries to understand context and nuance, and that's what really pushes the boundaries of what we mean by machine consciousness.
So what's happening under the hood? Well, it all starts by analyzing just massive amounts of input to get a deep sense of context. From there, it generates these really interpretive, artistic outputs. But the real magic is in that final step: emergent creativity. This means it can produce surprising results that nobody explicitly programmed it to do. It shows an artistic sensitivity that feels a lot less like replication and a lot more like genuine insight.
Okay, so this leads to a pretty crucial question. Where does this all leave the human artist? Is this a threat, or is it the beginning of a powerful new partnership? Let's dig into the idea of a symbiotic future.
The artist's role isn't disappearing, it's just being totally reimagined. Instead of just being the creator, the artist can become a curator, guiding the AI and selecting the best outputs, or a collaborator, working in a true partnership. The human provides that high-level vision, that initial spark, and then works with the AI to explore entirely new creative territories.
Of course, this new model of co-creation brings up some really complex questions about ownership and authenticity. I mean, if a human and an AI collaborate on a piece, who's the author? Who owns the copyright? How do we even define what's authentic in this new world? These are critical questions our legal and creative systems are only just starting to wrestle with.
So what's next? This technology is moving at an absolutely incredible pace. Let's take a look at what the near future might hold for this unfolding canvas of art and AI.
Over the next couple of years, we can probably expect these amazing tools to become pretty commonplace. By 2030, deep collaboration between humans and AI might just be a standard way of making art. And if we look even further ahead, say to 2035, as machine consciousness continues to evolve, well, we may see the birth of entirely new art forms, things we can't even imagine today.
But ultimately, this isn't something to just watch from the sidelines. This is an open invitation. It's an invitation for you to engage with these new tools, to experiment, and to become part of shaping this incredibly dynamic and creative future.
So I want to leave you with this final thought to chew on. As AI moves from being a simple tool to a creative partner, and maybe, just maybe one day a conscious creator, when it produces a work of profound beauty and meaning, who do we call the artist? The human who prompted it, or the machine that actually painted the stroke?